time. Why can't you see? So locate, stand straight, and take aim. Let's
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to FSB Racing Live. Friday night Winston Cup action. We are at Wine Country, Sonoma, Sears Point Raceway, as it's called in this 2000 version we're running tonight. My partner, Milt Minter Jr., stepped aside for a moment. He'll be back soon. But, yeah, we're turning left and right tonight, changing it up from the ovals, going road course racing, and as you see, we have our qualifying results up there, and Jordan McGregor grabbing the pole with Isaac Johnson returning from college to take the outside pole there. Those are definitely going to be two to watch tonight. Dennis Chambers puts the 10 car in the third spot. Matt Watkins, our points leader, starts fourth on the grid. Should make for a good night. Just keep the car on the track and maintain that points lead. Brian Lamb, definitely a bit of a road course ringer among this field. Someone who might not usually see up front during the ovals, but he's real good on the road course races, so we'll watch that 09 car. That'll be the Arm & Hammer machine tonight. Dan Jones with a good qualifying run there, puts the 007 in sixth spot, and I think I hear the monster stirring. I hear him.
While I flew from the porta potty to the booth, boy, my arms are tired.
Okay. Yeah, it's a big place, so they're pretty far away.
Welcome to Sonoma, the wine country, Sears Point. I love this version of the track has that name on it. That's old school Infineon.
It's been known, yeah, it's been known as Sears Point. It's been known as Sonoma. It's in Sonoma, and it's also been known as Infineon. I'm not sure what they call it now.
Well, you know, it says Sears Point up there, so
Yeah, this is the Sears Point
that's
2000.
what I remember as a kid watching my dad race here, and this is exciting. We got a great field. Jordan McGregor definitely running world class laps there with 1:59.50 qualifying. That's besting Isaac Johnson, which Isaac's
He's pretty good.
He pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, and again, Isaac coming back from school to sneak in a Winston Cup start here tonight. He's planning to run Sunday in our Talladega race too. Part of the Triple Crown. What was that? 60% race. We used to run them 100%, but going to be running the endurance super speedway race there on Sunday. Which means I got to finish this car up tomorrow. Meanwhile, continuing on with our starting grid here, I left off with Dan Jones. We got the Big Cactus, Steve Weber, Pops Marguson in the 99, who will complain all night that he hates road courses, but there he is in the top 10.
He's the veteran.
Yeah, Brad Otto, another good road course driver, also in the top 10 there, 9th spot.
Go Fresno!
Series admin Ryan Johnson, the 59 car, rounds out your top 10. Rest of your field, Rick Castle in the 124, Bob Dixon in the 43, Keith Cordier in the 25, Diamond Dave Simons, hey, we haven't seen him in a while. The 02 car starts 14th, and everybody else took a provisional or crashed during qualifying, I'm not sure which. But Will Farmer, Jeff Habbock, Rick Visconner, the league promoter and owner Sam Young, he's got his wheel fixed up, he's looking forward to running this road course. He's excited. He was excited for tonight. He's got the 98th car and 18th spot there. Ken Hansen, he definitely does not look forward to road courses. You know, he's just going to look to maintain, have a good points night, and move back to the ovals next week.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, Milty. Nobody does that.
Well, we got
And Daryl Flanagan, newcomer.
We got Kim Wright. She's definitely going for the one-on-one. Jim Gately, Slim Jim Gately, snap yourself into a Slim Jim. Uncle Dog, gotta remember that one, man.
And there is Tower Jeff Habbock in the 101 car, as well as Brian Lamb in front of him with Dog behind, as they get some last-minute practice here in happy hour. Around night field, we got the number 13 car, Daryl Flanagan, newcomer to the league, made his debut last night in the trucks. Man, talk about trial by fire, your second night, you're going to tackle Sonoma.
Well, I've won a few of these, and I've lost a lot of them.
Woo, check out the air Lamb got.
To a lot of guys, like the great Kevin Lewis, the great Damien Godstilla, back in the day here, and these lap times, especially with Jordan McGregor, he's right up in that mix of speed of the best I've seen at FSB on this track. But, you know, like we were talking in the before the drivers' meeting, I was talking to some guys. As Lamb's doing the jump right there, that's groovy, man.
As Air Lamb.
That is kind of a tradition here at the end of practice. But as I was talking to some of the guys here, especially with this, with the laps we have and the big field, what you got to think about is keeping the car on the track and saving those tires, not locking them up. Not race your race the track, and good things will happen. Good finishes. Obviously, the faster guys they're going to really go at it. But the guys that are a little bit back there thinking about points and also getting a good finish, you got to keep the car on the track. Don't drive over your means, run your race. There's no cautions, so you're gonna have you know, if you
no
spin
cautions
and
tonight, so
crash,
yeah, an incident could be game
it's
over
gonna be
basically.
huge for you, but
All other FSP rules do apply though, so your 2-incident rule still applies, so they have to be mindful of causing incidents for other drivers. But you can, if you go off the track and not hurt anybody else, you can do that all night long and not have to retire per the rules, because it won't bring out a yellow.
And your points leader, Matt Watkins, slithers up to 4th in qualifying, and he's a hell of a road racer. We've done a lot of road racing. We ran the 24 Hours Le Mans together, and he's very humble as always, but he's an excellent road racer. The guy that I've seen that has dominated recently has been that 72 car of Isaac Johnson, and how he's done that is by average lap time and making that one pit stop.
It helps that he's really, really fast too.
And he's qualified in front, so the X factor is going to be your pole sitter, Jordan McGregor. Can he maintain that speed and have that tire wear? Everything I see looks really good in his favor. But there's nothing like going into turn 1 here at Sonoma. It's insane. You're turning right. Your tires are cold. There's cars all around you. You got to negotiate into turn 2. It's going to be epic.
Drivers.
Oh, we got cars taking the grid. Ooh, nice view here. I like this camera.
Spacing. You're always thinking about spacing and getting through turn 1. You just have to.
So Slim Jim has jumped ahead and taken Isaac as his pick.
Yeah,
that's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if that plays out for him.
Might as well go to Vegas, bro.
You know what? McGregor's an easy pick too. I'm going to take the 10. I'm going to take 10 at Dennis Chambers. I say he runs a mistake-free race and nails his pit stops and takes advantage of the other guys pushing it.
Drivers.
Oh, well, you can boo me, but I'm going to take Jordan McGregor on pole in the 30 car. Somebody's got to pick him. He's dominated speed here, so let's see. But there's so many great road racers here. 007 of Dan Jones.
Yeah, he's got some wins here at Sonoma in the truck series.
Very smooth and can save tires. It's all about getting through this. The veteran Pops Markison, Trans Am champion, Winston Cup champion, Trans Am, that's road racing. So, and to win it at that level is, he's got very good consistency here. So, Ryan Lamb, we haven't seen him in a while in the 09. He's an excellent road racer. He's run GTP from down south there by where my daughter lives there in Long Beach.
Well, he's down in San Diego.
Yeah, well, that's close.
Yeah, it's only, like a 4-hour drive? Yeah.
The big cactus, you know what he do, and that's a consistent run, and he's a champion too. So you got champions in this field. These guys are serious contenders here.
But the real contender for everybody is going to be the track tonight, just like any time on a road course.
Absolutely.
And this track is far less forgiving than the other road courses we run, being Watkins Glen. Oh, maybe Riverside's a little tougher through the S's. But throughout the entire course, this is just narrow. Not a lot of places to make mistakes and recover. So you got to keep your wheels on the gray.
The 43 of Bob Dixon has run well. Last time, he got caught up in some stuff later in the race, but always very consistent. And think he's looking to try to get a top 5 here. This could be his shot. Pro Racing. Will Farmer in the Rusty's car. What's he going to do here?
Pace car's off, and Jordan McGregor and Isaac Johnson lead the field to the green.
Oh boy, really close to that glass. That grass right there into that walls were a couple of great drivers wrecked it there. Whoa, Ken Hansen way wide there.
Matt Watkins got a little out of shape too.
Well, that's what he do. You know, you see him sideways all the time. And you think this guy's going to wreck, and then he wins, you know, so. He said, whoa, boy, who was that down on the inside there? It was 25 of Keith Cordier.
Yeah, he's told us to pronounce it Cordier, so I would have gone with Cordier as well.
Yeah, it's, you know, French thing, I guess.
Whoa, Isaac Johnson doing some agricultural racing there.
Got a problem. Down on the inside, in the grass is spinning around. Something's going on with the 31.
He's up on the hill. He's just got to wait.
1, 2, 3, 4, United States Marine Corps.
He waits for the field to get by and then gets back on the track.
He had a problem before that, though, so I don't know if he's got a tire down or car's going sideways coming out of turn 11. And as it goes around, and Brad catches up to John Palmer, you know, definitely with the head controls paralyzed from the waist down. But he keeps battling on road courses. He doesn't shy away from it and works on it. And just, you know, great oh, boy. What the heck? That was... oh, man, I missed it. One car off, no harm, no foul, no blood.
You know what? I just went back. The replay coming up now on YouTube there. Brad just... you called it. He had a problem and just drove it off the course. But now he's back in action.
Well, you know, like the veteran he is, at that point he realized there's no, you know, trying to get back on the track right away was not a good move. Let everybody go by. Oh, Sammy smokes it. The boss there smoking and tripping there. No harm, no foul, but that's going to hurt his tires, that's for sure.
Smoking and tripping. We're going to tell him you said that. He won't disagree.
Yeah, that's definitely, it's some Black Sabbath there. Rick Castle just barely out of the top 10, battling with Will Farmer. Will Farmer and Pops and Steve Weber have a problem in between there, and they're getting real close together. Space between P6 of 007. Dan Jones got space, but he's got a lot of space in between. How about Brian Lamb, B5? Like I said before, he's an excellent road racer and knows what he's doing. Very experienced. Before your championship leader, Matt Watkins, closing down on Dennis Chambers. You do not want to see that. There's 5 beyond you. That used to give me nightmares there. And then there's P2 and P1, Isaac Johnson, trying to chase your leader, Jordan McGregor. Very hard to follow here, but you don't want to let them get away, but you also want to run your race, and you're also thinking about your pit stops.
See, Isaac is really attacking the track.
And I was mistaken about the pit stops. There's no way you can go 20 laps here. So it's a two-stopper for sure. So you're gonna break it.
Yeah, you're gonna break that into two runs.
Yeah, you're
three runs, really.
Yeah, so now I remember. It's been a long time since I've raced here. So you're looking at 13 to 15.
Yeah, I think I'd probably want to go 14, 13, 13 to get to the end here.
And tire deg is a huge issue here. The great ones can run that pace. 1:15.765. That is serious world-class speed for Jordan McGregor here. As good as I've seen in race pace, and he is hanging it out there right up on the edge. Bill Filmer fan club is back. Sorry guys, I haven't been looking at the chat here, but we got fans in the house here.
Why is it not an oval? Because it's not an oval, it's a road course. The answer's in the question.
Up here you have some wine with your cheese, and this is where Star Wars dude lives. They're
George Lucas.
George Lucas, yeah, that's it. Watching these guys going down low. I love the version of this track. It's the first time I've seen it. Just downloaded it with the bollards and being able to go right down under. That's so much more realistic as to what the real guys run compared to what we ran. To really use the track up right there, I'm learning as I'm watching. But
yeah, Isaac is just Tim Richmonding it around this place. He is out of control every single corner.
Well,
he's maintaining the pace.
Well, he's so talented. He's got so much talent. Watch him get on YouTube, Facebook, whatever. Isaac Johnson in the go-kart. This kid could drive anything. He could drive a shopping cart, but in this sim right now, in this race, then McGregor off onto the grass here. So this pace is pushing.
He's fine. He's maintaining it, and wow, catches a lot of grass there.
Yeah, that's what I used to say. I'm maintaining, man.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we got young little farmer on the right there, and Isaac Johnson on the left, and so the combined age of the cars focused on your screen there is less than my actual age.
Absolutely, don't even go there, bro.
yeah. Isaac's what, 18, 19, and young little farmer's just turned 17.
I got a hair on my arm. I think it's older than them guys. Yeah.
But there they are. They're holding their own. Will Farmer's there in 8th place, and Isaac's chasing down that lead.
It takes great intensity and great focus, and McGregor pushes wide again. Isaac had a few mistakes too. Tire wear is so important here, but pace is important too. So
yeah, this isn't like Watkins Glen where you can push it a little harder on the tires. You can use them up pretty good here.
Isaac Johnson going into the best passing zone and also trying to use somebody up is turn 11, going into turn 11. And you can see Isaac probably getting about a car length right there.
Yeah, he stepped that tail end out, though, getting back to the throttle. So getting back to your point about the tires, I'm concerned about just how much Isaac's using up here as they look to lap Dog in the 108 car. You see, also focused on the right there, you've got Dave Simons, who I believe took a provisional at the start of this race, started at the back.
Good job by Dog letting them by here.
And the 02 car has moved himself up into 10th spot.
If you could possibly imagine what it even takes for a dog to make these laps and have the perseverance, and you know, it's easy to get happy and focused when you know, you can run for the win, but for dog, it's just all about competing and doing the best he can and showing up and racing, and you know, that just gains my respect there. Boy, the 30 gets does it.
72, way out of shape.
Sideways there.
And I was about to add to your point there, there are plenty of scenarios in which Dog is competing for the win. He is, he's definitely a great super speedway racer. He's won truck championships.
He's won, but road racing is a different animal.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of guys will say, you know what, I'm going to pass that race, man. You know, I can't win, you know. I mean, I know I can't win, you know. But he doesn't care, you know. He's going to compete and do the best he can. He's not going to shy away from it or be scared, or, you know. And he's not going to be humble. He's going to race and race as hard as he can. I just love that, man. I mean,
absolutely. Yeah, Ken Hansen struggling there, 15th.
Okay, that's Palmer letting them by. Matt Watkins is all over Dennis Chambers. This is a great battle. Obviously, Dennis Chambers, we seen last year, was my first view of him running road courses. We know he's a hell of a driver everywhere else, but he's definitely a road shoe, like, you know, Marcus Ambrose, or and you got that 35 guy. He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I don't know how confident he feels on road courses, but he's definitely hanging in there right now.
Oh, well, you know, I don't have the mind to Matt Watkins, but I know what he says, which is always humility, and yeah, I'm not that good, and you know, I try, and he wins championships, you know, so he's pretty good.
Indeed. And again, with the points lead, he's just looking I'm sure he'd be perfectly happy right where he is, just all four wheels on the track, top 5. Take the points, call it a day. You see, he's getting a little aggressive through the S's, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah, my take is, you know, I still want to win this race. P5
absolutely.
All alone is Brian Lamb, trudging and doing great laps here. And very impressive. Not surprised. He's very smooth and focused, and saving tires too here. You know, all it takes, these guys battle ahead, get into it, or use their tires up. You lock the tires up in these 3,500-pound stock
16 of
cars.
Chet Barkin in the kitty litter. Right there at the bottom of the hill.
And your whole strategy changes. You stay on that focus and make that 2 pit stop run. You can move up. Will Farmer and Dan Jones are having a little battle here.
Brad Otto hits pit road.
Yeah, it's probably going to be 3 stops for Brad here.
Chet Barkin back on the track in between Matt Watkins and Ryan Johnson.
late in these tire runs here, looking at this battle with Will Farmer and Dan Jones. This is where every time you got to back up your corner a little bit more. Looking at Dan Jones last lap, 119.017. Best lap, 118.4.
Ooh, a little squirrely, oh, and he loses it at the top of the hill.
Around.
And
Loop-de-loop, and he gets back up. That is tire damage, and here comes Pops. Trying to get a top 10 here, maybe a top 5. Pops Margison.
I think if I'm Dan Jones,
very smooth here.
I'd want to take that to pit road right now.
Really need to go one more lap, but you got to look at your tires. These drivers have the access and ability to look at their tires on a graph. If it gets red, you got to pit now. Yellow, orange.
I don't know, around this place, if you see red, you should have pit last lap,
Yeah, absolutely. You're not going to make it to the next corner, probably.
Now, you see, this being the 2000 version of Sonoma, it's got the Gilligan's Island, as they called it on the real race broadcasts. The pit road right there inside the hairpin. It doesn't look like we have quite enough cars to get anybody pitting there tonight, though. That would have been pretty interesting. But you can see it's got the stop-go paddle and the flag there, so it's active.
Oh boy, Rick Castle! Oh boy, that was close there. Bisconner wisely backed off. The Crown Royal car definitely trying to get a top 10 here. Nice and smooth, but Tyre Dake is definitely hammering on him here. Slim Jim, we'll see you next week, bud.
Yeah, thanks for checking in there, Slim. Yoshi Link, Barrett McKay, Kim Wright. Oh, goodness, I'm going to butcher the name, and Dog told me how to pronounce it too. Lori Aguirre? I'll check it in the YouTube chat box.
That would be Aguirre, I think. Uncle Dog. Uncle Dog is the shiznit, sweetheart.
Isaac Johnson is paying the price of punishing that car as early as he did, as he's fallen 7 seconds back of Jordan McGregor.
I've been there, done that. When you run across a stud like Jordan, and he's got the air on the nose and the lead and can dictate the pace, it's very hard to chase.
Absolutely, and he's
to not
just
push too hard.
He can just put it in cruise control at this point.
Last year, Isaac was that guy, and as the Rick Castle goes off, these guys are on the edge. They're at lap 14 now, and they got a pit here.
Ooh, Dan Jones, crazy out of control.
You said, it's 13 or 14, or 2 14s, and a 12. 14 is the end of the envelope, even if you're perfect.
I'm seeing a lot of cars staying out there, though.
And wow, Rick Castle stays out. But his pace is 119, so and it's staying there, so that's more tire wear, tire saving, excuse me. Okay, the last lap was 24, but he went off, so. In my experience, which is, is what it is, Staying out in this race, lose a lot of time, and you still got to pit another time.
All I'm guessing here is that these guys think they can actually make 20.
Can't get to. If you can get to 20, then it's definitely things have changed since my day, but. The pace you can run at that speed, oh, let's see. I've been wrong like every broadcast, so. And I'm okay with that. I'm supposed to be the mouth up here, writing out scenarios, and definitely.
A little off-roading for McQueen there in the 95 Young Little Farmer.
Wow, boy, Rick Castle is sliding sideways. I can't believe that. On my memory, tire wear sliding around like that. I mean, you're blowing it. You're locking them up. You're blowing a tire. Right? Wow, we'll see here. Rick Castle definitely falling back. Bob Sparkyson probably into the top 10 there, and we got a nice little gaggle here. Trying to get around Chad Barkin. Wolf Farmer in 8th is leading this parade here. You're looking at 4-second difference.
Ooh,
from best lap.
95 in the grass.
And Wolf Farmer is off. Oh man, I'm pitting, getting freshies and running the wheels off it. Still gotta stop twice.
It looks like we're gonna go for 20 and 20. Dan Irvine checking in the chat. Hey, why are you out on the track, Dan?
You're losing 4 seconds a lap, though, man. I'm not going for that.
Well, Jordan McGregor seems to think he's... Oh, Will Farmer off course again.
Well, he's done.
It's just gone from bad to worse.
That's another thing when you push that envelope. Isn't this fun, It's like one of the best, in our broadcasting past, there has been times where you wouldn't see many guys show up for the road races. I'm going to take that week off, And I got a packed field.
95 is on pit road here at lap 18.
Action. Yeah, he has to.
I was starting to speculate that he might be down a gear.
Oh, Chad barking off, letting guys by, but I'm still thinking that 4 seconds a lap times 12 or 13, that's a minute, I mean, or, 48 seconds, whatever, I mean, you're losing tons of time. Pit road is slow here, but in the lead, you dictate. Pops Markinson down pit road at 18, he can't make it. So now you're going to short pit.
We're going to see what McGregor does. McGregor on pit road, 30 car on pit road.
I don't like it, man. I mean, unless unless you can go 22. It's going to be 19 when he crosses the line, so he's going to have to go 21.
Well, he's on lap 19 now, so he's about to complete it.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I'm looking at Jim Markson. So for him, that's perfect. He's got a lead, and he can back it off.
Matt Watkins on pit road.
Definitely. Pops Markson leaving pit road. Yeah, this sorts out. Always with these road races, you run that first run. You've got the early race jitters. But now you gotta recreate or better what you did the first run. Not get too excited and use the tires up the first couple laps. Do that, you're going to be junk. You know?
Well, the 10 of Dennis Chambers and the 72 of Isaac Johnson have stayed out the extra lap. So they are planning to go the full distance on one stop.
Well, I think the other guys can make it, fuel-wise, but of course I'm thinking this is 2X, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, yeah, maybe I've just been out of the game too long here. I'm missing. I did say at the beginning of the broadcast one stop, so I guess I just got the numbers wrong, Because back in the day, I remember it was one stop, but I thought it was earlier than that, so my bad. Still exciting.
You see on the right side.
Keith Cordier and the Cordier, and God dang it. Okay, I slapped myself right there. Solid top 10. Smooth and professional. This guy's got skills, man.
And Dennis Chambers stayed out yet another lap and got that lead. The bonus point.
The Folgers car, too. The best coffee in the world, definitely. Can I say this? I guess I can. Oh, boy, he got loose there coming out at 10. Wow. Christian Crank there. Oh, and he goes in the pit road, so he made it to 20, but he tank slaps the wall there. It's the richest coffee in the world there, but wow, dang. So they might have to do a little work on the 25 car there, but still, fantastic run.
Well, the 10 makes a nice clean entry and hits his box.
People, this stuff ain't easy. Dennis Chambers on pit road, 4 tires for the 10. Oh, and around the 25, like he was standing still, and I think 25 gave him that room there.
Yeah, he knew the 10 was faster.
Absolutely great racecraft right there. Some people hate to hear the word racecraft, but racecraft is knowing what's going on around you and knowing when you need to pass somebody and when you need to let them pass you, and when you're beat, you let them by.
Well, they split pops on both sides there and makes Jordan McGregor go wide through the hairpin.
Whoa, boy, dog in the grass again, and the 72 just eating up turn 10 right there.
43 off in the grass, waiting for traffic to go by.
Penalty or what? I mean, but he fast. But last lap 121.
Well, he's falling through the pit stops. Through the pit stops, Isaac lost ground to Jordan, but and also to Dennis Chambers. You see, he's just ahead of the 10 car.
The beer can, Ken Hansen there, a little beat up. It looks like he got a left tap in the rear there somewhere, or found a guardrail, but still trudging on. Definitely looking at the championship and going to try to get the best finish. He loves road racing. He does as a fan, and you know, we all wish we could be a real race car driver, and we do what we can on the simulator. But he's here, showed up, and we know what a great driver he is. But tonight he's going to try to get him a top 10. Pack the truck up and move on across the country to whatever race we're going to run next. Bob Sparkison, the Scotch Blue. I used some Scotch Blue tape today.
I bet you use quite a lot of that stuff.
I do, but you know, our shop allocates only so much of that because it's expensive. But it's when you're taping up against finished products like finished paint, there's no better tape than the Scotch Blue. There's definitely.
Well, let's give a call to Dave Simons there in the 02. He is in P5 now, again after starting in the back, and Jordan McGregor doing a little agricultural racing there and gets back on course.
12 car of Joe Weaver is just a solid race, battling. He's in P15 there, but what we've seen is in the couple races I've seen is he's got skills, and he's racing in the pro league and races clean, and I'm very impressed with the 12 car. He's got what it takes for sure. You know, when you come up on a league like FSB, it's quite amazing.
95.
Realize how good everybody is, but how cool they are too, you know.
95 has been on pit road for a few laps now, I think.
Kachingas.
Yeah, there's some problems going on there with the McQueen machine.
The big cactus, Steve Weber in ninth. Do what he do, and that is he's a world champion here at FSB, and he races the track every race, not just the road course. But he's got some Rick Castle all over him here, trying to deal for that spot, and he gives it up. But that's how he roll. Smart racer and the champion.
Meanwhile, while I've been scrolling through the field, looks like the 35 of Matt Watkins has gotten around Dennis Chambers in the 10. I have to see if I can find how that happened.
Miller Genuine draft car of Jordan McGregor, P1, just dominating. Last lap, 1:16.8. He's still running extreme pace, but we see how he's managed his tire wear. He is just the real deal, and using it up and spitting it out here.
And you'll see here on the replay here, we see how the 35 dealt with the 10. I don't know if the 10 just let him go to go run his strategy, or if Matt just outbraked him into the corner, but there it is, through the hairpin. Oh, a little bit of wall catch by the 10 car there. Probably didn't hurt him. And there you go, 35 takes P3.
Indy 500 champion. Like, I don't even know how. You know, what I should do is, like, go on the website and look, you know, but.
He's won 2 Indy 500s. Matt Watkins?
Well, I mean his whole resume, the GOAT.
Oh, yeah, don't bother trying to add his totals up. It's ridiculous.
I'm pretty tired, you know. But he can road race, too, P2. And very consistent, smooth, and it's how he do. Yes, Chambers, P3. Wow, to be at that spot right there, that's...
72 of Isaac Johnson has retired.
No kidding. Take a look and see.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can find what happened there.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. He lost it in 1A right there. And retired instantly. Just spun and parked it.
Here you go, just like I said, got light come up through 1A and called it a night.
Well, you know, he's not racing for a championship. He's basically going for the win. But you never know. I mean, him and his dad racing at the same time. A lot of stuff could happen there.
Indeed.
Oh, we got
see,
a couple
we're joined.
of guests here.
Yeah, we got some interlopers.
Booth here, man. Hold on, let me make some room here.
Okay, you guys get in between you. I don't want to separate you two now.
Yeah, sit down, man. Want a beer?
Yeah, I was going to say, could be passing me a beer. You know, I just had to jump and chime in because I heard that you were bringing out Watkins totals, and see, we've already gone and done that for you.
Thank you.
Matt Watkins has 376 wins up to the last one he won. So he's won 377 times here at FSB that we know of, and we've been able to officially count. I thought I'd just throw that in there.
Well, could you,
I have 84.
Could you find my totals? I'm not sure. I think it's around 200, but...
You're up there, Milty, and you go to the website...
Let me know, because I'd like to look just for that.
This is what you can do. You can go to the website, and you go to the records and stats page, and you just add up every one of your series, and I bet you I could do it too. Shawn Reed does it. He keeps his count. He's somewhere like about 63 or 84. I'm not
84.
Oh, just checking.
I keep my own spreadsheet with all the race states and everything.
Yeah, he surpassed me. I had 60 something.
That's why I started tracking. That's all. No, see, that's why I started tracking, because Sammy told me how many he had, and I'm like, well, that just won't abide. I have to get ahead of him, so that's why I started counting mine.
No, you don't need to go any further, Shawn. Show off. Anyway, great forecast. Watch at the end of this. It's going to be close. Keep your eyes open.
Well, I don't know. McGregor's got 30 seconds on Matt Watkins.
And he has to pit. Good
Is
luck,
he going to
guys.
have to pit? Oh.
See you at the end.
All right.
For the broadcast, guys.
Yeah. Ryan Johnson. I love that new paint. Ryan Johnson there. That car's sweet. And he is driving the wheels off that thing, trying to stay in the top 10. He's got pops. He's got
himself a lap down, but he's got quite a bit of company behind him.
He's got Keith Cordier, and he's got Dave Simons.
Simons is a lap up on him in 4th spot.
Oh my gosh, he's Diamond Dave there. We haven't mentioned him at all.
I have like 3 times, dude.
Okay. Wow, man. You know what? I need another beer, I think. In fact, I need 2 or 3 of them. So.
You're getting 3 Miltisms for that.
Oh, well, thank you, brother. You know, I'll be right back. I'm gonna hit the little greenhouse, and I'll be right back.
Milty's in rare form tonight, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
We call that rare?
It's being generous there, and here's our other interloper we mentioned and then Milt forgot about. Will Farmer joins us. Will, looks like you had a good solid run going there, and then you just got off into the dirt and it seemed to compound on you from there.
Well, it all started when I lost third gear.
I thought so. It sounded like you were double shifting.
I was double shifting, so then I went to
gear,
pit.
yeah.
I went to go pit, so when I pitted, I changed my settings. Sorry, I had a shift, so that way I could use my shifter in H formation, so now I'm shifting, I guess you could say manually, like completely manually, not sequential. And so that's been fun, but you know, I'm missing third gear, and that's kind of important for like braking and things, but I think if like there's a tornado or something that happens to sweep the entire nation, I'll be okay because I'm in my basement.
That was non sequitur, dude. I didn't realize you were still on the track. Yeah, there you are, 18th spot, 5 laps down, and we can hear right there the little skip in the engine as you had to skip a gear. It looks like the front end of your car, it's been prettier.
Yeah, so then I got in the dirt like twice, and then I hit a tire wall, and that got my car hanging there like a flag almost. So, but then they took me back into the pits, but that took like 3 minutes.
That's why you were sitting there for several laps. Okay, I was trying to figure that out. I thought, okay, that makes sense. Well, you're definitely props for sticking it out there.
Looks like you made it to meet Milt in the restroom.
So man!
Sticking it out there. I just came in here. What was that?
Yeah, be careful what you're sticking out there if you meet Milt in the restroom.
Well, you know, life is short, man, and you gotta have fun, and that's what we're having tonight, man.
Yeah, and if your car will still run, there's no substitute for seat time at a track like this, so I definitely understand sticking it out 5 laps down.
But I'd like to throw a shout out to Bubba Razor. He's
absolutely,
definitely. I think he's watching tonight. Not sure, but man, he's been battling and hanging on, giving it the good fight, man. And I want to tell you, we're thinking about you, brother. You know.
Meanwhile, Jordan McGregor slaps the wall there. Right at the top of or the middle rather of the chute.
To finish the win here at Sonoma at Sears Point is you got to complete the deal. You can't have any kind of lapse of concentration or it'll jump up and bite you right there, boy.
I can't see any obvious damage to that 30 car. So he's probably okay, but that looked like a not insignificant side slap. Well, according to Sam Young, McGregor's going to have to pit again for a splash of gas.
Well, it's going to make it interesting, you know. I'm kind of through with strategizing because I've been wrong like all night, so. Well, I mean, in theory, I was right, but man, you know, it's gotten hard here on the couch. I need to get my butt out there and try to run one of these days. But
well, you got to get with me on a weekend sometime so I can get your game fixed up so you can click drive in the first place.
Yeah, that's the main thing, and the rest will be history, maybe one way or another.
See, Matt Watkins right now currently in second spot and in the catbird seat if McGregor has to pit.
Well,
so he's having some trouble keeping it between the curbs.
That's what he does, but I have a feeling they pitted on the same lap, so if McGregor has a problem, then so does he. You know,
Well, in that case,
they
then,
did not. They did not make it to the 20 mark. So
well, if both those cars have to pit, I'm a
do
freaking
that
genius
kind of math.
because I picked the 10 to go out there and run a nice, smooth, smart race and capitalize on the mistakes. And there he is sitting in the catbird seat, assuming both the 30 and the 35 have to pit.
That's how
Or there
you
could
win.
be a tornado.
Or there could be a tornado.
Well, you know,
You can't count out the tornado.
that's how you win these races when you're not the fastest guy. You have to alternate strategy. I mean,
And don't I know it, because whenever we get to a road course, I am not the fastest guy. But I usually just try and keep it on the course and get the best finish I can.
well, Shawn, if I was as smart as you, I'd have another 50 wins, you know, but I'm not, so.
And if I was as fast as you, I'd probably have another 70. So,
Yeah. In theory, yeah.
you got to work with what you got, and I'm not one of those guys that goes out there and sets a track record. Especially at a road course. I am just hanging on for dear life, especially at Sonoma. I can hang it out at Watkins Glen.
Oh, we got
Pretty good at Mosport.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
We got a great battle here with Steve Weber all over the back of Rick Castle. We just watched week after week Rick Castle, how smooth and what a great clean driver he is, and professional and fast, and you can say the same for the champion there. Steve
McQueen
Weber.
around right in front of Steve Weber.
Okay, I'm definitely. Whoops.
Our in-race reporter there, Will Farmer, having a little trouble off. What is that? Turn 9.
Turned something. I don't know. I thought I was good. I didn't even know he was coming. I'm sorry, Steve. It was my bad.
It's tough to check around this track, and that's where a lot of people go off. They just catch the grass and swing it out wide. Looks like Weber's up and running again.
Oh,
that's good to hear.
A hard lick.
He still finds himself in the top 10, running 9th spot. All that 124, Rick Castle that he was battling, ooh, almost gets loose going into the S's.
Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to head out here.
Alright, Will.
I don't
Thanks
think
for
the
stopping
tornado's
by.
coming.
Well, thanks for stopping by, and better luck next time.
Yeah, definitely. See you guys.
Yeah, well.
We'll return our focus to the left side of our screen here with Jordan McGregor in his number 30 Miller Genuine Draft Machine. We are inside 5 to go, and we believe he's going to have to pit again.
This sucks for Will, man. Yeah.
I've been there, done that, and every one of us has.
Yeah.
Dave Simon's
4 laps
02.
to go here. We got the 02 pitting.
Yeah, the 02 car has hit pit road. I'm going to leave it to you to have your scanner up there, Milty.
When you consider he wasn't.
He pits from 4th spot.
Yeah, so kind of think what's the leader's going to do here?
Pits from 4th spot. He's down and away already. Falls to 5th. He'll be the last car on the lead lap, and he just got a splash of gas and got going again. I mean, if McGregor is going to try and stretch this, I don't see how he could, having to run so many more laps, and he's extending his lead this whole time. He can't be saving anything.
Well, that's the thing. That's what Kevin Lewis used to do, is extend his lead and still pit and have a delta that was guaranteed to win. Because the other guys behind him had to pit too. but we're not getting nothing on the scanner right there. So, but then you got guys back that are going a little bit slower. Can they save that fuel? I don't know. I mean,
Someone
I
locked
see
him up into 11.
on the pit strategy was nobody made it to 20. So,
Well, the 10 car made it to 21.
well, if you did that, then he's good.
Yeah, he's good to the finish. I'm absolutely certain of the 10 car.
Well,
It's the 30 and the 35 that are the big question marks at this point. Oh, Chet Barkin's 68 car
well,
off
the
the course in the
35
S's
knows
again.
how to save fuel. He was born out the womb to save fuel. If anybody can do it, that 35 can. And I guarantee you that was his. Oh, Rick Biscotter off P6. Did he have a blown tire? No, but he's losing spots as the 10 goes by.
We are on lap 39. 2 to go.
I'm sorry that Ryan Johnson went by him. It wasn't the 10, same colored car.
I know, I got fooled by that on the long shots a couple times too.
Dan Jones there. He's crept up to the top 5 with the misfortune of Steve
And
Weber. He's not. That car is a handful.
And with Simon's pitting. Yeah, he's moved himself into 5th spot. That's a good run for the
pace
Q
of
branch.
The pace of Jordan McGregor way off what he can do. So he's obviously trying to make it to the finish.
Yeah, he's taking the white flag. This is do or die.
119 the last lap. Come on, Jordan. Dominated this race all night. Bring it home, son.
See, his fastest lap was a 1:15.765. Last lap was a 1:19.993. So he's about 5 seconds off the pace, like you said. But
as good
he's
as,
looking to bring it home.
As good as I've ever seen anybody run here, and I've seen some great sim racers in this league. Coming down the back straight into turn 11 is Jordan McGregor in the Miller Genuine draft car.
He just has to be able to put the power down here for a little bit, and he can roll it.
Come on, son. Come on. And Jordan is your winner. What a dominating, beautiful race.
It's Miller time. Jordan McGregor just flat out dominated that race. It was. I wouldn't say it was never in doubt because we didn't know if he could make it, but
that's world class. I challenge anybody in the world to come up and that runs NASCAR 2003 and take a look at this guy, because that was something I've only seen from a few guys in this league, and that was an ass whooping right there.
I don't know if he can make it back around.
Who cares? Mark it. The fans will. What a fantastic run, Jordan. Great job.
Yeah, he's going to park it in the chute and actually try and do some burnouts for the fans.
There you go. Come on. Come get some. You deserve it, man.
You run out of fuel there, just stick your arm out and grab a glass of Chardonnay. You've earned it. And it looks like he is out on the back, on the short chute. 35 car seems to be out.
Out of gas. But that's what Matt Watkins do. I mean, championship. Matt's not like quite like Rick Johnson, where he says, "I don't run well at road courses," even though he does. He's probably playing drums somewhere. Otherwise, he would have definitely been here. But Matt Watkins, that's a great finish for him. 3rd place, Dennis Chambers. What a fantastic run.
Just never took anything more than the track would give him. Kept the wheels on the track, kept the car under him, brought it home. Solid top 3. Brian Lamb, 4th spot. And you see, not man, the 9 car, Ken Hansen, 14th. 2 laps down, and looks like he's going to finish his night in the kitty litter. Back end all bashed in.
But, you know, let us not forget that fine top 4 finish for Brian Lamb. That is a fantastic finish. Loves road racing. He's done Grand Touring prototypes. He's done Trans Am. Worked at it. Not that many years in sim racing, and when a road course shows up, he shows up.
Well, there's your full finishing order before it moves the server away on us. And you see, again, Jordan McGregor, your winner, averaging 91. Sorry, my laptop's freaking out. I got a stuck button. So enjoy the techno show there. Jordan McGregor, your winner. Matt Watkins in the 35-second spot.
That's some great looking grass right there. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, my laptop was, my mouse actually on the laptop was smoking some California grass there, I think. Throwing a little rave on pit road. Dennis Chambers. Dennis Chambers brings it home 3rd, just a second behind Matt Watkins. Brian Lamb again with that great run up to 4th spot. Dave Simons had to pit late, gave up 4th for 5th spot there. Dan Jones,
fantastic run.
Rick Piscana, Rick Castle perseveres for a top 10 run there. Brad Otto as well, off course several times,
Absolutely.
Still held on for a top
great
10.
Job,
Great run for the Marine Machine.
1, 2, 3, 4, United States Marine Corps.
Steve Weber, Ryan Johnson, Pops Margison, and it's out. There you go. Jordan McGregor shows some muscle at Sears Point. That is accurate. As that was taking him out to the woodshed, and I'm going to let Milty go gather up our podium finishers here for the post-race show.
Okay, well, I have a few things here. Badass. Definitely some Jordan McGregor fans in Barrington in the house. Thanks for showing up, Eric. Jordan McGregor is the real deal here, and I'll definitely be right back here.
Well.
Imagine that. Jordan McGregor put on a butt whipping there, joined again by our league promoter and owner and boss, which he hates to be called, Sam Young.
Hey, what a great race. I haven't got the other broadcast shut off here yet. I'm trying to, there it goes. And man, awesome race. Jordan McGregor just kind of like dominated there, didn't he?
He's off of his fastest time and bringing home. We think he ran out of gas doing burnouts in the short shoot.
Yeah, I think he did. He was coasting at the very end. It looked like he was coasting.
Yeah, Watkins ran out too. Dennis Chambers just put his head down and didn't put a wheel off the track all night.
Missing a gear, 3 gears.
Chambers was missing a gear?
Yes, sir. Just talked to him. Awesome stuff.
Okay, well,
then we're going to find that out in a minute from them as they get pulled up. Great broadcast, by the way. That was really a great broadcast.
Thank you, Sammy.
Enjoyed it out there, and Milty and you guys always doing a great job. I'm going to leave it up to you guys, but thanks for coming out as always, everybody, and enjoy the rebroadcast. We're going to try to get a rebroadcast here going.
Oh yeah, you just got to go, load it up again on YouTube and and it'll be there immediately.
Well, we actually have a little surprise. From what we understand, we're going to do a synchronized broadcast. Will Farmer has figured out a program for us, and we might be trying it out tonight. Anyway, so we're going to do a rebroadcast simultaneous, so we can all kind of watch it at the same time.
Interesting. I'll have to see what that's all about.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure that Will has got it absolute, but we're going to try and figure it out in a few minutes. But anyway, congrats, Jordan, and talk to you guys later.
All right, thanks, Sam. And here is our race winner, Jordan McGregor. Man, yeah, that was a paddling, Jordan. Was there ever any doubt you were going to make it at the end?
The first run, I was running pretty hard and got to where we were running pit stops. Came out of the pits, and I was about a lap and a half short, probably. So I really had to take it easy that whole second run. It hit 0 coming to the checkered flag, so there was some doubt because I've beat myself with that last couple of weeks over in the Trans Am series. So really had to take my time this week and focus on conserving.
Yeah, it looked like you and Isaac were just putting on a blistering pace at the start, so fast that Milty and I actually speculated up in the booth that you were going to run something like, 14, 13, 13 runs, split it up into 2 pit stops. So we were kind of surprised to see you stay out till lap 19, but yeah, great job conserving there at the end. And again, congratulations on an absolutely dominant win.
Thank you, Shawn. Appreciate it. Thank you and Milt for doing the broadcast, and thank all the admins and Sam for putting this great series on.
Excellent. And Matt Watkins, haven't I heard you grumble about hating road courses before?
Sometimes.
Someone was playing possum.
He doesn't grumble too much. He just finishes top 5,
Well, that was, again, a solid run for the 35 there. And did you run out on the last lap too?
Yeah, I had 6 pounds taking the white flag and run through the S's and started to sputter. And I thought Dennis had me because Dennis was coming, and I thought he had me and had just enough power to make it across the line. So pretty happy with that. Jordan, Isaac, they were on their own zip code, so definitely knew that wasn't going to happen. But Isaac, unfortunately, had a little bit of bad luck. So
yeah, he went flying off 1A.
Yeah, I weaved through him and Pops. There's a big wreck there, and I weaved through that, and I was unfortunate, but I'll take second. I really like this track. Infineon is pretty fun, so it was a good race for me. I had fun.
Well, you and I have been around a while, Matt, in this league, and we've seen some pretty good racers. And we just saw Jordan McGregor. He could compete with any of them. I used to call this track Inkevion because instead of Infineon, because Kevin Lewis was so badass, and of course Damien got still. I saw just a great performance tonight from Dennis, and I saw what you do. And you did what you had to do.
Yeah, Dennis Chambers, the 10 car.
So
that was my
we
pick.
get to, Dennis here. You're in the post race. You're in the podium room with a couple of studs here. Dennis, how did your race go, man?
Yeah, overall it was okay. Had some mishap there at the start of the lap 27. I ended up losing 4th gear. So
4th.
Yeah.
That happens here a lot. Yeah.
Only one or two spots, depending on how you choose to drive the track, is, at least in my opinion, when you use it. But when I lost it, as far as how I drive the track, it definitely made a difference for sure.
Yeah, it's upset your rhythm. Yeah, definitely.
I'm astounded. When I heard you lost a gear, I assumed it was 2nd or 3rd. Oh my God! That's even more impressive that you were able to, not only keep it going all night, adjust your style, but you ran longer on fuel than anybody. You went to lap 21, which was leading to us speculating that you were going to steal this one if everybody had to stop for a splash.
Made me look stupid.
Yeah. So how were you saving fuel in 3rd gear?
Well, that was the thought that I had in the first part of the race as well. I know Jordan and Isaac, they were putting on a pretty blistering pace, and I was kind of wondering, if when the race went on in the later stages, if they might have problems with fuel. And me, the first half of the race, I went the distance that I did, again, kind of saving a little bit here and there. And so when I got to the second half of the race, hopefully wasn't going to have to worry about it too much. But then, of course, when I lost fourth, then it kind of came into playing a bit of a factor again.
Wow, so even more impressive knowing that was fourth gear. Fantastic run.
Yeah,
just the kind of thing I was calling at the start of the race. I knew you'd run a smart race, keep the wheels on the track, and there you go, podium finish, which does a good job keeping you in the points. Even though you couldn't get around Matt, he's still staying in striking distance, as they have been updated, and you'll see them up on the screen now on the broadcast. Matt Watkins keeps that 23-point lead. Up over Dennis Chambers, who moves up one spot over Steve Weber. Rick Bisconner fourth, and Rick Johnson still fifth after missing tonight. And so we've got the halfway point here. Still got plenty of racing to go. Still an open points battle. And again, congratulations on our podium finishers, and of course Jordan McGregor for putting on a clinic tonight. And we're looking forward to wrapping up this 2019 season. So for Milt Minter, for Sam Young, our league owner and promoter, series admin Ryan Johnson, our sponsor, Farmer Brothers Contracting, and Bill Farmer. And I don't know, I've had too much wine. I'm losing track of who I've thanked, but thanks everybody for the helps here.
You're in the wine country.
I'm in wine country, so I swithed to wine tonight.
Cheese there.
Yeah, exactly. I need some cheese, but thanks everybody for coming out.
One more thing, Dennis, man, you're in contention for this championship, man.
23 points back.
You're gonna be able to make all the races. What I see, you got some real serious skills, man. You might be able to challenge that guy in that 35. He's a badass, but I'd love to see it, man. I hope you can show up and give him a run for his money.
No, obviously I appreciate the kind words. Unfortunately, I won't be making all the races. I will make most, but like I said, there's a lot of good competition here, and I'm just being able to enjoy the guys that I'm racing around in the short time frame that I have been, and like I said, just enjoying myself. And I'd like to just briefly say too, Jordan, good job on the win, and Matt, good run for you yourself, and both you and Shawn, and always appreciate what you guys do in the booth.
Well,
thank you, man.
You guys are class acts, and you got to do life first, obviously, but it's just great for us to be fans and watch you guys go at it. So what a great show, and congratulations, podium.
Again, thanks for joining us here. Thanks, Milty, always my broadcast partner. Can't do this without you, buddy. And thanks everybody joining us out there in YouTube land. Barrett McKay asking where we are next. It's Talladega, so complete change from tonight as we go super speedway racing next week. And again,
boy.
it's anyone's game. We saw a surprise winner last time we were at Talladega. Can we get another one? Another first-time winner on a Friday night? It's high probability at a place like that. So thanks for joining us, everybody. For FSB Racing Live, I'm Shawn Reap saying good night, everyone.